NFL 25.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons, and whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right, Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Wilson airing it out to start. He gets this one to Myers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, and how you start can have a massive impact on...
Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. 3rd and long for him here. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to...
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And they get it back. A huge play continues. It's a huge pick. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wilson now. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 12 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up a third down.
Blitz coming. Russ. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Warren quick on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal. At the
Wilson now from the gun. Has it in close. He has the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. First down throwing for Hurts. He's going deep this time. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles grow their early lead to 13. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Here's Wilson. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's complete to Parker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He sends this one to the end zone. And this one Hurts had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Hurts throwing again. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Houston touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Russ looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
Set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Up to the races, middle of the field. And he does quite before they finally take him down.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Man in motion here. 1st down from the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders are ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That finds Vele complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Defense shows blitz. Wilson. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Eagles are being led. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Here's Hurts. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He puts it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
Raiders 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Raiders have their offense back out there. Wilson now, 1st and 10. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 19-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Throw complete to Warren. He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Trying an inside give to Warren. And this one does not go far. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Putting the tight end in motion. He puts some power on a deep one left. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, here's Russ. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson now from the gun. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable... offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it at the 7. And in for the Houston touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for two, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, U.S.
First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 22-yard line.
They motion the tight end over. After the sack, another pass on second down. That's complete to Vele. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
3rd and 14.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Hurts to throw. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They send a man in motion. On second down, Warren. They'll cobble together a yard there. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Rush coming for Wilson. That's caught for the first. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Play action, it's Wilson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Russ. Brought in by Vele. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Trying to get outside here with Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here we go, second and very long. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 10. Going down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
It's Warren on third down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Eagle. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Raiders get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. From his own end zone on third and long, he gets this one to Myers. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down throwing for Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Raiders 17. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Wilson with it on first. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Raiders football as we're just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Wilson on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 36-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Russ now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. They're set up at the 35 now.
The 35-yard line.
1st down throw from Wilson. This is hauled in by Myers. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They send the tight end in motion. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Peyton Wilson on the coverage.
Going for it with Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He smartly won't risk something here. Just chucks it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Raiders 17. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Chased out. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He fires. They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying again, following the sack. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. On 1st down, Hurts. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles running them out of the building. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the upright. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after the... First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Defense shows blitz. Wilson. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Blitz coming. Russ. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On now comes their punter. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. He fires one deep down the middle. It's complete! Oh my, they left it wide open downfield. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set to go. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, here's Wilson. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. On first down, it's Wilson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Throwing again is Russ. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders trying to do some window dressing. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He can't hang on to the pass. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's looking deep once again. Has it down close. Touchdown, Houston. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First and 10 now from the 30.
Touch 50, touch 50. Touch.
Wilson now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second.
It's now third down.
Now Wilson on third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts the return at the 34. 65 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available but using him is not going to alter this outcome. First down throwing for Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Russ looking to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Rush coming for Wilson. Throw complete to Warren. Now here he goes down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Throwing from the gun. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Eagles in a good spot here. They come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He puts some power on a deep one left. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's trying to go deep again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Houston touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. First down, here's Russ. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. The defense takes its third and final timeout. All right, here we go, second down.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Trying again, following the set. Throwing him again, and he goes down again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.